we're used to it. It's not something that we try and dwell on. You know that when you're playing at the Dragons, you're going to be doing a lot of travel. You know, it's no surprise, and you know, we've got a lot of things in place that make it as easy as possible for us. Obviously, we'd love to play in the south of France every single week, make it a lot easier. But the way that we do it, it's something, like I say, we're used to. It's done as you know, as efficiently as possible. There's a lot of recovery protocols that we make sure we tick off either side of the flight. So yeah, it's something that we're taking our stride, and we don't worry about it. It's a bit more time to spend as a group, although you're not training. Just sort of getting a few bits done. Well, you know, I know he suffered a pretty bad injury while he was there, and that's what stopped him probably going on to do the things he was expecting and people were expecting of him. But you know, Ryan's been a top winger for, you know, over a decade now. There's no surprises with what Ryan will bring to the Hull KR team. You know, he can finish a try, but I think his main asset is starting the sets, plays 1 and 2. As Sean mentioned before, he's a massive bloke. He's fast with it as well, and you know, those are things that it doesn't matter, you know, how things went in the NRL for him. It's, you know, what he'll bring to Hull KR this year, and I'm sure that we'll see the Ryan Hall that we know from Leeds will be straight back this year. Yeah, he's been good. He's again not round the group for very long, but you know, the short time we've had on the field together, he's shown what he's about. You know, he's a very experienced centre, which is what we needed. He's physically he's in some great shape. He'd been training with the Panthers back in the NRL before his arrival, so you know, he's turned up in good shape, and I think somebody of, you know, with his experience, you know, it doesn't take a long time to fit in, and you know, he's out there with Jimmy Maloney, who, you know, talks well. They've played together before, so you know, hopefully that old connection they've got can come back. Expecting a tough one. I think Hull KR have recruited really well. Last year they played a style of rugby where they threw the ball around a lot of trick plays, a lot of, you know, unexpected plays, short sides that you have to be really aware of. I think this year that'll be toned down a little bit, but there'll certainly be an element of that in there. You know, they're well coached by a very clever guy who knows how to break teams down, and we'll have to be on the ball from the very first minute.
Yeah, good. I think I just listened to bits of Sam's conference there. Yeah, they understood the situation. You know, it was very difficult, you know, for the club. You know, we had to make that decision. The players have trained extremely well on their own. The players in Super League are professional. It's not like dare I say it, the old days of part-time players where you let the bodies go completely. They stay in good shape all year round, so they've been there or thereabouts. Happy with their approach, and then obviously, yeah, we've had 4 weeks now back together as a group, so straight into it. I think all teams, you know, it's round 1, so I think in terms of what you'll see on round 1, certainly look different to what you might see in round 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think the Toulouse game was vital for us, absolutely vital for us. You know, the game before was as well against the French Federation, but the game against Toulouse was vital for us. We certainly played the first half a bit like an opposed training session, and we paid the price. So, but yeah, it's you know, I'm confident, completely confident that we're ready to play. Yeah, I just think no matter what puts in front of you, you've got to find a way past it. You can't look for an excuse. You know, sometimes there's reasons as to why teams may perform better than other teams, and some teams get, you know, sometimes you might play a team what's had a 7-day turnaround and you've had 5 days, and all of that, and you can use all of it as excuses. There's some of it's sort of parts of reasons, but you know, I think every situation you've got to overcome it. You know, in sport, in life, whatever it may be, you don't just give in and roll over, and that was us last year. We had to roll our sleeves up. There was some very late nights, you know, early hours, sort of mornings, you know, getting back, and some situations to deal with, but that's the challenge of being at Catalans. That's what makes it a special place to play at and coach at, is that we do have some of those difficulties, and the difficulties that most of the team, well, all the other teams don't face in the competition, or if they do, it's, you know, it's once or twice a year. Yeah, absolutely. They've got, you know, some really good additions in there. Lewis Johnson in there as well, who they've brought, was a good young player. And yeah, fully aware. You know, Ryan was, you know, it's probably one of my favourite players to coach in the England group. Just, you know, he just a dream. He was, you know, it's great to have around and performed well all the time on the international stage. And Albert, yeah, he's a big human being. They're both big human beings, and you know, Ulkar made no secret of the fact they wanted to add some size. They wanted to add some go forward, and with those two plus Takarangi, plus Sims, there, they've certainly done that.